Reena Atava, consultant dermatologist practicing at Dr. Yogiraj Center for Dermatology and Cosmetology in Bangalore. Androgenic alopecia is a common form of hair loss which is seen in men. In this, the hair follicles shrink in size, leading to the growth of thinner, finer hair follicles and finally loss of the hair from the surface of the scalp. The causes for this are mainly two, as goes by the name, andro, that is the male hormone testosterone, and genic meaning genetic. So the female counterpart of this is also called as female pattern hair loss. So androgenic alopecia is caused due to the inheritance of androgen receptors at the level of the root. Now these receptors are sensitive to the male hormone testosterone. So the male hormone testosterone goes and attaches onto this receptor and it gets converted into a more potent form called dihydrotestosterone or DHT. Under the influence of DHT, the hair growth cycle shortens and this causes the hair follicle to become thinner, finer, smaller, lighter, and finally it gets lost from the surface of the scalp. Most of the people with androgenic alopecia, they present with either thinning of hair in the initial stages, wherein they feel that their scalp is more easily visible, and more advanced stages can present with a recession in the frontal hairline and sometimes a thinning over the vertex area. Now this recession gradually progresses and it joins in the middle to form a complete loss in the frontal portion, the top of the head, and finally in the vertex area. The diagnosis of male pattern baldness or androgenic alopecia can be divided into two sections. The first is the history-taking part, wherein if the person has a very strong genetic history or a family history of balding, then that gives us a plus point there. And secondly is a dermoscopic examination, wherein we place an instrument on the scalp and we see for certain findings like perifollicular halo or perifollicular pigmentation, diameter differences between the strands, and these kinds of things. The treatment of androgenic alopecia depends upon the stage of the disease. So in early stages of the disease, the mainstay of treatment is topical medications, which is minoxidil. Now this minoxidil helps in retaining the hair for a longer period of time. Along with topical suspensions, even oral medications like finasteride and dutasteride, which are pharmacological drugs, they are DHT blockers, and these also can help in preventing the progression of the condition. Apart from these, natural DHT blockers are also present like soy isoflavones, saw palmetto extracts, beta-cerosterol, which are present commonly in the multivitamins, which can also be taken. In more advanced stages of thinning, we go for procedures like platelet-rich plasma therapy or growth factor concentrate therapy, wherein platelets are extracted from the patient's blood and it is injected onto the scalp at the level of the root. These injections can help in reversing the thinning, so the volume of individual strands can be built up with either PRP or GFC. And finally, for more advanced stages wherein there is a lot of empty spaces, the hairline has receded quite a bit, we have to go in for a hair transplantation. There are certain procedures like scalp micropigmentation, which is a cosmetic camouflage technique wherein it is almost like scalp tattooing, and this helps in giving a kind of camouflage effect onto the scalp, and it looks as if the patient has a bit of volume. Is it curable? I won't say it is completely curable. It is a condition which requires maintenance because the causes for this condition, one is genetics and the testosterone, both cannot actually be addressed. So it is a condition which can be prevented from progressing, but it cannot really be permanently cured. So to summarize, androgenic alopecia is a kind of male pattern hair loss wherein there will be a recession in the frontal hairline and thinning of hair in the vertex area. It is diagnosed by a dermatologist by examination under a dermoscope, and the treatment options would include topical solutions like minoxidil, oral medications, for more advanced stages PRP or growth factor concentrate, and in complete end-stage balding would be hair transplantation. There is a lot of misconceptions about the causes for male pattern balding. Some people associate it with the water chain, some people associate it with dietary deficiencies or stress levels, but actually these are not the contributing factors. Among lifestyle changes, only two things are very important. One is smoking, which can accelerate androgenic alopecia, and secondly, consuming whey protein, which indirectly increases the testosterone and can again speed up the progression of this condition. Androgenic alopecia, the earlier it is treated, the better, because once it reaches a more advanced stages, there are chances that even a hair transplant might not work. So as soon as you notice thinning, it is always better to go and consult your dermatologist so that they can put you on the right course of medications, on the treatment, and whatever is adequate in order to retain as much as possible of the hair that you have. So I hope that all this information has given you a bit of insight into what androgenic alopecia is and what are the measures you can take in order to prevent as well as to treat whatever existing hair loss that you're having. Thank you for listening.